Hey kids, look at us. We're on video. Facebook locked my account again last night. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. They claimed that I needed to have some kind of two authentication system. I already had that little thing they made me download earlier, which gives me numbers whenever I want to get on something. I already had that. I don't know why they're asking for it again. I had to put my phone number in. I did that. It finally let me in. Then they sent me an email telling me that my phone number was not good enough and they removed it from my account altogether. So I don't know what they're doing. But I'm not going to keep fucking with them. There's no reason for them to act like this, but here we are. So we moved over to YouTube and we're going to do videos, and I am going to share this link in the crime group. Please be sure to like and subscribe so you get them all. I don't know how often I'm going to be able to do these. I haven't been on the crime group for a couple days, and I went on some of the newspapers and it was the same stories. There wasn't a lot going on. I have some here. I have it printed out. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this yet. This is all new to me as well. Just make sure you hit the like and subscribe, share them, whatever you got to do so we can get it out there. And I will do as much as I can. Okay, so a few disclaimers. I'm new at this. I'm going to fuck it up. I'm going to fuck up a lot. You can either bitch about it or you can turn it into a drinking game. Whenever you see me make an error, drink up. You'll be drunk by the middle of the video. You won't give a shit. Also, I do have other true crime videos on this on my YouTube page. I'm just group. I'm sorry, and I am trying to get that up going too. So watch some of those because I don't know. I think they're pretty good, but they need work. My background needs work, so I'm still working on that. I'm waiting for my new background curtain to come in tomorrow. So I'm hoping that'll be good. Now, a lot of you have never seen me in person before. Please excuse the red hair. I should not be allowed to touch hair dye ever, but I do because I'm fucking weird. I like to just change shit. I know right now I look like Ronald McDonald's crazy half-sister, or I look like Ronald and Wendy had a, and here we are. So we're going to work on that. Also, I know I probably look chubby. That's because they say a camera adds 10 pounds. Let's just say that I'm using 5 cameras. That's where we're going to go with that. All right, so I am going to go ahead and start. I'm going to jump right in here because I don't know how long I have. I'm in my office, so I don't know how long I have before someone comes and wants me to do some real work, which I hate, but it happens. So I'm going to start with Hazelton. If you see me look over there, it's because I want to make sure that no one's coming to the door. If you see me look this way, it's because I have to make sure I'm still recording because I've already done this once and I wasn't recording. So, oh, one more thing. This, see this? Resting bitch face. It is real and I have it. I am not angry. I'm not a stern person. I'm hardly ever upset, but I have this. And I always look like I'm mad. I could be thinking about puppies and fucking flowers and I'm going to have this. So don't worry about that. And my camera, if you see this, don't panic. My camera does whatever the fuck it wants like everything else. Excuse me for cursing so much. Holy cow. But again, we all know that I'm sassy, not classy, right? So let's start in Hazelton, shall we? Guess what we have? A kitty diddler. Timchak, his name is Robert Michael Timchak. He's 56 of 871 Miller Street, Luzerne. I don't know why it was in the Hazelton paper. It's not his first time. Not only is he a former priest, but he is on the convicted Megan's list, whatever that is. Let me just read a little bit what they said. A former priest and registered sex offender, that's what he is, has been arrested on child porn charges after being found in possession of images of young boys being abused. It's fucking disgusting. He became the target of the investigation last month after Google reported he'd uploaded videos. First of all, Google's a snitch. Stop doing shit there. And secondly, if Google knows they're on there, that they're tracking them, why are they still on there? I don't understand it. Get rid of it. Listen, one time when I had that LimeWire years ago, when I was downloading music, it downloaded a video and I opened it and it was a child porn video and it was fucking traumatizing. It was this sweet little child. It was horrible. It was terrible. She was from Britain, so I reported it to Interpol and I sent everything over to them so they had all the information. But for weeks and weeks, I mean, we're talking 15 years ago and I'm still traumatized by it. It was fucking horrible. I don't know how these people can look at these and function. I don't understand it. But anyway, that's just me. So anyway, it said one of the videos depicted a guy in a ski mask abusing a prepubescent child. Now, if I remember correctly, puberty starts at 5. Was it age 5? So we're talking about a child under the age of 5. Okay. he needs to be shot in the face. According to the complaint again, the other one was a juvenile boy performing, look out the window, performing a sex act on himself. This fucking scumbag right here, wood chipper bait. I'd ship him in there 3 times just to make sure. See his face, kids. He used to be at the Transfiguration Church in West Hazelton. He was at the Lithuanian Church in Hazelton, Saints Peter and Paul. And he was also, when he was arrested the first time, was working as an assistant pastor at the Diocese of Scranton. This guy was up there. You know, it's just fucking crazy. They raided his house on September 21st. Pardon me. He confirmed his email address and cell phone number, which were associated with 8 cyber tips they received in connection with this Google Drive. Now, he claims that he looks them up. He likes young but legal. He's full of shit. What else did he say? He says he does look for the videos online. He also denied ever meeting any youth in person or having molested anyone. And again, like I said, it's not the first time he was accused of this. In 2009, he was arrested he had photographs of underage boys around the age of 11. He did 72 months in state prison. Served 6 to 72 months in state prison. I wonder if he only did the fucking 6, which would explain why he's at it again. Jesus. He was released in July of 2012. Okay, that answers my question. So he did 3 years and is registered as a sex offender for 10 years. Okay, so that means he's getting off this year. This would have been the last year that he would have had to register, this dumb fucktwit. All right? In the new case, he's charged with 1 count of possession of child porn, 4 counts of disseminating images of child sex, and 2 counts of criminal use of a communication facility. His hearing is tomorrow, and he's on 20 grand bail. I don't know if he's in or out. I don't really give a shit. Hope he's in. Sad news. Over in Hanover Township, there was a plane crash. Isn't that weird? Scary, though. It happened at a farm where there was hay rides going on. They said the lot was full. The place was jammed. One lady had said that she saw some birds go by this plane, and then she saw the birds leave the plane, and then she heard a boom, but there was no fire or anything. A few people said they saw someone jump from the plane, but there was no open parachute. Authorities said they are not confirming that because they just don't know. And that was up till today that I read that they don't know yet. But there's some, it's really, really sad. I don't know their names. I wouldn't give them out if I did because it's just too soon for that. But that is fucking scary, let me tell you. So we have the Hazelton police report. I usually call them the Crazy Hazy Popo report. I'm going to go ahead and do that to you. They're really ridiculous, to be honest. There was a vehicle break-in at McKinley Street in Hazel Township. 2 people entered the vehicle and removed items and fled. So I'm assuming somebody saw them. I don't know if there's any video anywhere floating around. If you know of anybody who may have done this, Hazelton Police. Richard Hinkle. Richard, really? You were told to stay off the property. You went back on the property. Now you got arrested. It was on Freedom Drive in Packer Township. He's had a written notification not to enter the property. Richard, stay off the fucking property. Okay, a 60-year-old man from Freeland, this one cracks me up, reported a broken door at 724 Walnut Street, October 24th, caused by an attempted break-in. Okay, the door frame, just as the door frame, now I don't know if this includes a door, is valued at $800. Now, is this a golden door frame? Because that's fucking ridiculous. I know plywood is expensive, but come on. So that must include the door. I don't know. That's a lot of money. So a lady from Hazel Township, someone got a hold of her bank information, and not only did they do it once, but they got greedy and did it twice. First time they took out $9,800. Now then they attempted to take out $7,500 from another account. They're both from the same woman, so you can't tell me they don't know this lady. They know her accounts. They know what she has. You don't just try to take out $10,000 without knowing they have it in there. And they were aware of both accounts, so fuck what you can't trust these ass cracks. Someone removed household items and electronics from a storage unit. Nah, no suspects. Okay, so here we have now, everybody's robbing from Walmart. Fuck Walmart, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But we have an Isamar Diaz, 35 of Hazelton, shoplifting $375. An unidentified Freeland man, I don't know why we're identifying people. Underrang items. 2 women from Hazelton. They were not identified. They also faced retail theft shoplifting for underringing $102. John Rosario Jimenez, 21 of Hazleton, failing to scan $57. Roberto Diaz Dominguez, 34, and Rosemary Hernandez, 45, both of Hazleton, $170.15 in merchandise from Walmart. He had a fucking gun. How dumb could you be to go shoplifting with a gun with no permit? He had it concealed in his waistband, no permit, so he's in trouble. We have a 34-year-old guy from Paterson, New Jersey. New Jersey, you say? Coming here and doing something illegal? Say it isn't so. Anyway, he was fucking driving drunk in a 2012 Mercedes. He's popped. We have a New York guy who was trying to pass somebody. Whatever, you got a ticket. We have a couple skip cars, they're calling them. That's new. I never heard it called skip cars before, but a gentleman from Cunningham was hit by a silver two-door Chrysler Sebring. If you know anybody with that car and there's damage, call the Cunningham police if you want. I don't care. 31 West Hazleton reported a vehicle backed into this other vehicle. Says nothing. No injuries. I don't know. I don't know what it was. Doesn't say what it was, who it was. We have a skip driver who struck the back bumper of an occupied and parked Ram driven by Daniel, I'm not going to give his name, Cunningham, at Brook Hill Road. The skip vehicle was a Jeep. There's probably no damage because they're pretty strong. But if you know of a Jeep, it's fucked up, call Cunningham. A Glenford, New York woman escaped injury when she struck a deer. Really? Now they're coming from New York to kill our deer? I'm kidding. Have you noticed how much roadkill's on the road? Do you know why? All these fucking warehouses and all this progress that they're giving, all this shit coming in here. They don't realize what they're doing to our area. They are destroying this area. Now Miracle wants to extend the mountaintop industrial park, 64 acres across the street there by Glen Summit Water. Are you crazy? That is all forested area. These animals are everywhere. There was 3 huge raccoons all killed at the same time on the Freeland Mountain. How do you kill 3 raccoons this freaking big? It's terrible. They're everywhere. We have in town in Freeland, someone said that they had a fox who climbed 15 feet up on their porch. I don't think it was a fox because they're saying it was taller than the Rottweilers. I've never seen a fox that big. I don't know. I don't know what they feed the foxes now, but I'm thinking coyote maybe. I don't know. Do we have coyotes here? I'm assuming we do. But no matter what it is, we now have these animals in town. We have bears coming in town. We have turkeys coming in town. We have all these animals coming in town now because we're killing their areas. Everywhere you look, even up by Ballas's and Freeland there, you look in the back, they have new warehouses. They have places cleaned out. The warehouses are across the street. They have places cleaned out. I'm telling you, we're killing this area with all this new shit. But that's my rant for today. So Hazleton hosted a shredding event Thursday at City View Park. Must have been a complete failure because I still saw the mayor after that. Apparently nobody dropped him in the shredder, which would have been my first move. Let me see. Oh, did I mention already that I'm going to edit and put some pictures in? Because I don't want to keep showing you this. It looks ridiculous. There's a couple of things here that they wanted us to say. Not me, I don't give a fuck what I say, but the newspaper said, Luzerne County released its, they don't even call it a budget, they call it a debt report. That's how fucking far in debt we are. We are so far in debt. I didn't even write it down because it was just pissing me off. However, we went right next to the story about the American Monies Act, the COVID money that we are literally giving out to nonprofits and all that kind of bullshit, for profits. The colleges, all these people who are making shit tons of money and never paying anything back, and we're giving all that away. If we took all of that money and put it on all this debt, we would wipe our slate clean, just about, not quite. How better to start, reliving our lives after the pandemic than to just wipe the slate clean and let us all start over? How is that not even... For the American Act money, whatever they call it, you're not even allowed to use it for debts and past shit like that. But we could use it for a fucking gun range? I don't understand any of that. I don't understand any of it. If we took all that money and we stopped giving all these for-profits and all these out-of-town ass clowns 10 years of tax breaks and all that shit and put all that money in here, we would never, all the shit on our back would be alleviated. But they don't give a shit. They just fuck us all the way around. All right. Oh, here. I'm going to tell you about this girl. She's absolutely wood chipper bait. Wish I knew how to keep my shit together here. Let me see. All right. I'll do that one later. Or should I do this one? All right. Oh, what's this? Some big dog drug dealer from town here just got sentenced. Guess what they found at his house? He is fucking bumming. He was sentenced to serve 3 years, more than 3 years in federal prison for dealing cocaine, fentanyl, blah, blah, blah. Jonathan Orlando Fontanez, 37, distributing more than 5 kilos. The only bad thing is they had it disguised as oxycodone pills. I have a friend whose daughter died from that because they told her they were Percocet and they were fentanyl and she died. It's fucking crazy. Don't do that. Just say what it is. Don't be a scumbag. You're already a scumbag, but just say what it is. So here, when they raided his home, this has to hurt, they found $100,000 in cash, 1,000 fentanyl pills, and 10 kilos of cocaine. Holy shit. Fucking bingo for the DEA, huh? $100,000. I'd fucking hang myself. So, let's see. It's already been a long day. The DA, Sam, I'm not even going to try to say his last name because I think it's Sanguidolce, but I don't want to fuck that up. So, he was talking about the gang members up at the high school. He wants your help to figure all that out. But then I saw a different story where it says they're not worried about it. It's just a one-time thing. But listen, you people caused all this shit. Everybody fought against this big school. We fought against putting all these kids together, all these kids from different areas. Kids naturally have, what's the word I'm looking for? Conflict, naturally. We told you not to do this. This area is combustible right now. We have so many new people in this area who don't have the same, principles we have, don't have the same lifestyle we have. And it's not that theirs is wrong or ours is wrong. It's just that we are all different. And now we're just throwing all these people into one place. And now we're going to have these fucking issues. We knew there were gang members here. They were coming here for a long time. I remember back in 2012 when I believe Layton was still mayor at that time, and him and his buddies went all over the place and brought in all these people. They went to different states, and this came from the girls themselves who told me. This isn't something I made up. They went around and they cleaned out all these domestic violence shelters and all these in New Jersey, New York, and Philly, and they gave them all bus fare here and and Sherman Hills, and they gave them apartments, and they got Section 8, and they all got childcare. These were girls who were in my office looking for apartments. That's who told me this information. I'm not making it up. They told me this. And you know who followed them? The men. Okay, so this is what we have. This is what happened to this area when it went so far down. This area is just a fucking ticking time bomb. And it's getting worse every day, but that's just my rant. Anyway, he wants you to help him out. I don't care what you do. If you want to call him, call him. Don't. If you don't want to, don't. I'm not the fucking police. Let me see. So this murder trial that's going on, this double murder trial, Jay Sean Johnson, let me make sure. Yeah, Jay Sean Malik Johnson. It started today with jury selection. A little anxious to see how this goes. He was accused of opening fire outside Bo's on at 215 South Main Street last January of 2021. Shot 3 people, Damian Thomas and Maurice Chapman. They were both killed. And there was a third victim, Alquan K. Jr. He was critically injured by gunshot and lost his eye. That sucks. They have video surveillance shows a group of lounge patrons standing outside in front of the club when a gunman approached and opened fire. He continued firing, hitting Chapman and Cade. He was aiming at Thomas. Police said his surveillance shows Johnson, who was in the bar prior to the shooting, and officers recognized him. Dude, if they know who you are, go to a different town. After the shooting, he ran through a parking lot and got into a silver minivan. Apparently minivans are the way to go now. I didn't know they were cool. I had no idea. Okay, so he took off, of course. Marshall's Fugitive Task Force picked him up in Miami in February of last year. And he came in the following month. He's charged with 2 counts of criminal homicide, aggravated assault, blah, 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 carrying a concealed firearm without a license, and being a felon in possession of a firearm. Well, there you go. He's no bail. No bail. Oh yeah, back to Sam. They said the three of the guys wore masks. The gang members of the high school. 3 of them wore masks. One covered his face with a hoodie, and the 5th man, Jesus was there? Jesus Gonzalez, 18, was recognized as a former student who was expelled last year after he allegedly threatened to shoot a teacher. See what I mean? This area is just it's crazy right now. It's just crazy. It says none of the men who range in age from 18 to 21 is a student at the high school now. All right, so, here's a cute one. Scranton, this guy from Scranton got popped for spending counterfeit money at the casino. He had $1,800 he spent up here at the Mohegan Sun. His name was Askia Riddick. He was 25, passed a total of $1,800 in counterfeit cash at 2 casinos in November and December of last year. Wait a minute. The casinos rob us every fucking day. Where's our tax breaks? Where's that money at? They rob us every day. I don't give a shit if anybody robs them. So anyway, it wasn't the first time he's done that. Jerk, he did it before. He had to pay $1,000 in restitution for a similar offense at the Wind Creek Casino in Bethlehem. I hear they have great concerts down there. I don't know. So here's this bitch. I'm going to put her picture up when I edit because I want you to see this bitch. And I don't want to hear any bullshit. I know she looks like she's on drugs. I don't give a fuck. Here's the thing. If you're going to take care of it, you don't have to tie it up. If you're going to tie it up, did I not say that right? If you're going to tie it up, take care of it. If you're not going to fucking take care of it, don't tie it up. That's what I meant to say. Amanda Brizzi, she was sentenced to probation on animal cruelty charges. Somebody called the SPCA. She had a German Shepherd in the backyard. They said it was very thin. They get there, fucking dog's tied in the yard. Has, I think it said dirty water, no food. Let me tell you what the dog weighed. This is a full-grown German Shepherd. 35.5 pounds for a fucking full German Shepherd. Okay, they posted the door. They got no response, whatever. They posted the door. They came back. They saw it was gone. They said within 2 weeks, the dog gained 20 pounds. Less than 2 weeks, the poor thing. He's probably so hungry. Then someone called them again and said that she had another dog. She had a Rottweiler there. Was also just as thin. Well, I tell you this, that Rottweiler had not been seen in some time. They were concerned that it had died. The Rottweiler, well, my Rottweiler finally passed away. He was 185 pounds. He was a beautiful, huge dog. But all through his life, before he got old and gained so much weight, he was about 125 or 130 pounds, and he was nowhere near overweight. He was a beautiful big dog. This dog weighed 51 pounds. They took him into custody, placed him on a feeding schedule, gained less than 10 pounds in 2 weeks. I don't know where he's at now. It doesn't say. She pled guilty to 2 misdemeanor counts of cruelty to animals and was sentenced to 1 year probation. 1 year probation. 1 year probation and 2 trips to the fucking wood chipper. 2 misdemeanor counts of neglect of animals and summary counts of neglect of animals were withdrawn. Fucking stupid shit. Nothing should have been withdrawn. Alrighty. Did I say her name? Amanda Brizzi, 35 years old. Amanda Brizzi, I think I did. Okay, we have the killer. We have Sam. I think we're done. I think we are done. Oh, no. Yeah. A couple using fake names on social media were arrested for attempting to swindle a drug buyer. I don't know why I keep looking down here and the camera's up here. Attempting to swindle a drug buyer by selling salt as fentanyl. Here's my opinion on that. When you try to buy drugs, you take that risk. I don't give a shit if they rip you off. However, the police did give a shit. They were Amanda Lynn Fetch, 38, who's also known as Anastas. Sorry about that.